today we're playing 3 of the most rare and expensive Super Nintendo games that you can get. Then we'll rank them on a super objective, totally not subjective scale and figure out, are they worth it? First game, this is Hagane, the Final Conflict. This is a game where you play as like a mech ninja warrior or something like that.
Yeah.
Matt, you played this game before?
I have. It's kind of difficult.
Is it really?
Didn't really get very far, yeah.
Okay.
I know that there's 4 different. You told me that there's 4 different weapons that you can cycle through the game.
Oh, I'm playing. I thought that was the intro. Okay.
He's not messing around.
No, straight into it. So this is a game for the Super Nintendo. It came out in America in June 1995.
So before all of us were born.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like years before we were born.
This is a beautiful game.
I really like the color on this. The design of him is pretty darn cool, and he walks He walks with authority.
Yeah. He's not scared at all.
Which it's funny because I think Nintendo Power like ragged on it for being
What?
like for him walking really
Basic.
yeah.
Huh.
I mean, sure, but like they gave him more than 2 frames.
Isn't he like a mech? Why?
He's a robot. Why would you?
He looks robotic.
Yeah, I don't know. So I guess the 4 weapons in this game, you have a sword, a chain, and like this grapple hook thing, a shuriken, and then grenades. So you've been using the sword, it looks like.
Oh, and I just died.
Oh.
Okay. So you have 3 health.
Yeah.
Look at the background.
It is nice in this game. Where you don't actually get hit by the hitbox of the enemy, but specifically their weapons. You can kind of see that.
Yes,
that's something I dislike in other games. Like even Mario, you walk up to a Goomba and you die.
You
You're
lightly
like, come on
touch
now.
him,
Yeah.
Like,
Give him an attack.
what is the Goomba gonna do to me?
He's a squishy boy. I could understand maybe the spiky guys. You know? What are they called? I don't even know.
Spike. They didn't even know what they were called in the movie. They called them, and those guys. That's what Bowser called them in the movie.
There's like certain moves that you can like charge up, right?
It's you charge up your dodges.
Your dodges, okay. And then
How
you can
how
chain
do
it
those
to an
work?
attack. I don't know.
Oh,
There it is.
Yes.
The dragon.
So
It's like you get, okay, so a single one gives you something. Do enemies respawn if you like backtrack?
I believe so.
Okay.
Huh.
So forward progression is pretty important.
Yeah.
The grenades are cool.
Yeah, they are. Those are very limited.
Yeah, you can see your ammo up top.
Well, not very limited. We have 90, but what is
I
that?
did not have.
That
That's
does
the
not
grapple
look
hook.
helpful. I wonder if there's any specific levels that it's a better at, like strategically it's better for specific weapons.
Yeah, this game is very, very expensive. Because
How
it's,
expensive is it?
well, just the cartridge is like over $800.
What?
Like, this is one of the holy grail games. Finding it complete and in really good condition would put it in the $2,500 to $3,000
Oh my
mark.
goodness gracious!
I think it's just because, I mean, and we'll read more about it soon, but I think it's because this game is one, fun. It's made by, I think it's a Hudson Soft game. Most of those games they didn't get the highest print, so relatively rare.
Okay.
But also, like, I don't know why you wouldn't buy this game. It looks so cool.
It looks awesome.
Like, just the cover art of it, even.
I haven't seen the cover art.
I mean, look at that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, that's
It's
pretty
a
darn
robot
good.
ninja.
Who-
Like,
who
what are you?
wouldn't- Who wouldn't want that?
You definitely get some like Ninja Gaiden.
Yeah.
What other mech games like Musha kind of feel like?
Yeah.
Which I believe this was compared to Musha. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game.
No, I think you're right. I think it was.
Well, here you know a lot about the ratings and reviews, so I'll let you
Yeah.
read those shortly. But I'm digging what I'm seeing right now. Also, tons of is that like your shurikens or like a grapple?
Yeah. Hey, I got to stage 2.
Oh, there you go. Hey,
No, it's
that's what we're here for.
1-2.
Oh, sorry.
Oh,
Aren't there like 20 some levels or
Ooh,
something? It's
yeah.
like 1 dash all the way up to 5 or 6. You fight a big boss, and then it goes to 2, and you have to do that 5 or 6 times. That guy up top
that water, it looks so cool. Look at purple water down there. That's
it
pretty.
is actually moving.
Yeah.
Like little things like that. The background is great. The ambiance, the lighting.
Yeah.
Look at the lighting choices. They could have just had a little skylight up there, but no. They
They
gave it a
went
different
above
shade.
and beyond. It's hard to remember that until you actually start like making your own games and you're like, oh wow, like it's actually really hard to make a game look good.
There's a lot. Oh,
There are a lot of different enemy types too.
Yeah, there really are.
I do like how.
Oh, what is
like,
this guy? It's like a house.
I have no idea.
I'm just gonna
That's
walk
just a
past
floating house. Yeah, run by that guy. He takes more than one bomb to do.
apparently.
Dang.
All right, so the ratings in issue number 1 gave it an 87% rating, saying that it was a throwback to older games like Contra 3 and Ninja Gaiden.
I don't want the bat to be my demise.
And then game
Run by it.
Wow, all that for nothing.
That's okay.
Then game over. Game Fan Magazine, 3 ratings, 88, 83, and 86.
Okay.
For a total of 86%, or average.
Okay. That's not terrible at all.
And they liked the graphics, but they said that the character felt stiff, like we were talking about. They said it was cool, fast-paced music with beefy explosions.
These explosions are beefy. I give it that.
What if we're really the bad guy in this game and there's...
The main villain of this game killed the character's family, so probably not.
His robot family? Was he turned into a robot?
He was turned into a robot.
Okay. So it's like a...
He was a
RoboCop
ninja turned into
into a turtle.
Yep.
Are you invincible when you dodge?
I don't think so, but
yeah, you play as a revenge-driven cyber ninja brought back from near death to fight the Coma clan.
Okay.
I feel like I'm butting mashing right now. Like
well, it worked. So
it worked.
So 3 continues.
And then it was featured in Nintendo Power number 70.
So the bats don't actually track you. It looks like they just stay in their own little zone. So you might be able to just walk by them and go slow.
Should I just run really fast?
You can. Yeah. Or can you just like dodge?
What? I thought I got the turtle.
Can you dodge through them all?
I would say it's very satisfying getting a good roll. So I feel like if you got really good at it, like this game has a lot of potential of being amazing, you know?
1-2, survive the sewers. If the streets are unsafe, the sewers are downright deadly. You'll find a great variety of enemies down here.
He is.
Crawling, climbing, jumping, and flying at you at all sides. It's time to practice your... I don't know what that word is. Oh, slides and jumps is what it says to do. Use bombs against flying fortress and jump out of its line of fire.
So it gives you little... Okay, so there's my shurikens, my grenades, I have 1. And I threw it right under him.
I just kept dodging on this part.
Yeah. Okay. Well, that bird was real, so he must be part of the clan too. Oh, wait, no, give that to me. Okay, you have to press down on those.
Oh, you got extra life?
Yeah, extra. Well, crap, it just gave me a little health slot.
Right, that's what I meant.
You gotta get the red fire to heal.
I was not getting those.
I know.
Yeah, the RNG feels pretty like unforgiving because it's all ammo. Or maybe it's just because this is early on, it wants to just give you as much ammo as possible.
That's probably a good idea for the house.
Okay.
I like to use that for the ship on this first stage.
I want to try and is there a low?
There you go, yeah.
Not really a low.
So if we get to...
there's a crouch, but... Wait, so with some weapons you can attack crouched?
No, you did. You just didn't realize you were for the bomb. There you go.
Oh, okay, so there is a low throw.
So if we get to 1-4, we'll get to fight our first boss.
Wow.
1-4?
Yep.
You gotta love going back to the olden days when they made games hard because they didn't have that many levels.
Yeah.
You know?
There's actually a lot of levels, it seems like, though.
Yeah, it goes up to 3-4.
Oh, wow. So like a good 12?
Yeah.
12
12
levels?
levels.
I gave the whip a fair shot. It sucks. It's terrible.
You can do a down
Up?
attack? That is a 1-up. That's nice. Yeah.
Oh, that?
That actually could be
Jump,
helpful.
hitting down.
Okay. It's not that complicated.
That's the hardest tech in the game.
It was so hard to do.
Are there any speed runs for this?
14 minutes, 19 seconds.
Wow.
14 minute? What the heck?
9 months ago is when the record was set.
It also takes a second for them to get going, like those guys there. And Contra, that's the one thing I hate about Contra.
Oh, yeah.
You have this random guy just fall on you, and you're like, oh, okay, I died. Like,
Those things just straight up track you. What is this, 1-up?
yeah, did you get 2 1-ups?
I don't know.
What is happening right now?
Back it up, bird. Okay, so most things take 2 hits, too. So jump that guy. You can land on top of him.
The second place record was set 8 years ago.
Wow.
So there are not many people actively.
Well,
Or it's just that hard to do.
So not only
This game is tough.
not only is this game insanely beautiful, it's got a really cool, a lot of really cool moves to master and understand. The variety of enemies is pretty
good. I mean,
Pretty
even
good.
just from 1-1 to 1-2,
yeah.
we've seen that.
Is there any story with this game?
I mean, outside of your family being killed, I don't know. We haven't gotten any word cutscenes.
I'll read the plot as of Wikipedia.
Okay, great. Thank you.
The Fuma and the Koma ninja clans, who live mainly in darkness, have mastered the secret arts of ninjutsu and black magic. Although they look like normal humans,
Black magic
they have
is low.
strength and spiritual power beyond normal. Each clan consists of several factions.
I heard zodiac colors. One of them is really ignorant.
You said you wanted the plot.
I didn't want it. I don't want it. I take it back. I don't understand that at all. What-
Okay, so you-
where did they get all this information from? The manual? Like,
definitely seems
Probably.
like speed is the key here. Okay, I think there's like a mini boss here or something like that.
oh my gosh.
So for these games, we have very, very limited knowledge or playthrough on this.
Yeah.
So
all.
scary. No, don't hit me.
Wow.
Is that it?
Congratulations.
Oh no, it's not. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's got to be it, right?
Blowing up
Okay.
now.
Yes.
Oh,
Wow.
dang it. Does it? So 5 is the cap.
5 is the cap. Yeah.
1-3.
That is so scary.
That was a good match, though. Are we back upstairs?
Oh my gosh.
What is that?
Okay, we're in Dune now.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, you
So
can
this
kill him.
this level is called.
Oh my gosh,
So,
why?
so you just have to be ready to stop.
Don't.
Look, they respawn? That's so.
Why are they here?
That's so funny.
It doesn't look like you could run or dash past those. Either.
I just used all of them, all of my guys.
Let's get the.
No!
my
Oh.
goodness.
No!
It's like
Goodness.
Shredder.
Wow.
Does look like Shredder. It's safe to say this is insanely hard,
Yes,
but
not
insanely fun.
but
Like,
not in an unforgiving way.
No.
just
you
those
know.
worms. Those worms.
You
are
can learn it.
unforgiving.
You can play it. You can learn it. You can
Yes.
Yeah.
learn it. You can play it.
Let's rank this guy.
Okay.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna rank it on visuals, its controls, and its level design.
Yep.
Just out of 5, and then from there we'll do our total, and we'll give it like a tier ranking. What do you think?
I think
Okay.
that makes sense.
So for visuals, I mean, pretty darn good.
I mean, probably the best they could possibly be, in my opinion.
I guess
Great.
what is there anything that could make this better? Like it's good shading, good backgrounds.
I mean, the
good-
fact that the first levels, it's red on the blue character. Like
Yes.
Yeah.
character stands out really well.
Yep.
The backgrounds are really really fun. They
It's
have
hard-
a lot of
It's
depth.
very difficult to get confused.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, so from visuals, that's a 5.
That's
for
a 5
me.
for
Yep.
me. I think it's the best I've seen really in the SNES world. So
Yeah. And like controls, I feel like there's so much that we still can learn.
yeah,
I
and
think
you start to understand a little bit more. There's like a dodge even like across the screen that you can do.
So
So
do a jump and then dodge emitter. Apparently, there's a
I
way to.
think it's like if you push the attack button at the same time as you jump or
Yeah.
in the air, like it's kind of confusing.
Yeah. So for
Or maybe it's a
controls,
move.
like sometimes things feel inconsistent. It could just be because
I feel like it's
Word.
us. Like I do.
it's us.
I do feel that way.
But I will say, from anyone's perspective playing this game, we're reviewing it here based on our experience.
Yeah.
I can't give it a 5 because I don't like the mashing through the weapons to try and get what you want. 4 is just a little.
Yeah, it's
not-
almost
not
like it
too
was
many.
almost like it was like an NES game. that was ported. Is that even a thing like that?
Well, I mean, some games were developed.
They were like
for-
meant for.
Yeah, meant for the NES.
NES.
They're like, release it on SNES, and then it did go vice versa as well.
Maybe not in this scenario because it's not that bad to like. It's like Super Metroid in that case. But anyways, yeah, I agree. I probably would give it like a 4.
I think a 4 is pretty fair.
Yeah.
And then as far as overall level design, I feel like we know exactly where to go. I like the
I will say
enemies, I like these moments.
the platforming on the third level was really rough for me.
Yeah.
Like it felt, if that was the only thing I've experienced in this game that felt like unforgiving.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was just kind of straightforward path. But I'm sure I've seen even the like in the intro you see like the little trailer of like the levels to come, and they seem pretty cool.
Yeah. At the same time, like it's not reinventing everything. I'll be a little bit of a critic here.
Yeah.
This is like
Very basic.
It's very basic.
Very, very basic, but it does it well.
Yeah.
It's like you can't really fault it for that. So I think it's still
you have really cool things like the plane or the ships coming across and stuff like that. So yeah, I'd probably give that, for me, probably a 3.
Yeah.
But
I'll go. I'm still honestly kind of going like 4, so maybe we meet like 3.5.
Yeah.
But overall, that brings us to a 12.5 out of 15, which
Wow.
is pretty darn good. So
Yeah.
I think at least for me, this is an A tier game.
Yes.
yeah,
I think that
agree.
puts it in A
100%.
tier. So
It's not perfect.
yeah, I think we're gonna have S tier, A tier. We'll go B, C, D, and then what's like our final, like our last, like stinky,
Yeah.
Stinky
poopy
poopy,
tier.
stinky poopy.
something
Bad.
like
Yeah.
Just straight up
Really
bad.
bad.
just do not play.
Yeah, but the fact that I like playing this game for just this amount of time makes me really want to dive in deep into this game and really get good. Like that, to me, that puts it in A tier.
Let us know in the comments if there's any really good speedrunners for this game. But now, to the next game.
Yes.
The next game is Demon's Crest, and this intro, I have played a little bit of this game. I think we all have at this point.
I played the intro and couldn't beat it.
I almost could.
I had no idea how
confusing.
to. It was like in the afternoon, and I was just kind of like, I'm gonna play it because I was like, what's the hubbubaloo about?
Right.
What's the hubbub, Puff? But David has actually beat this game.
I did beat it.
I didn't know you could fly. That was my.
Are you not? Oh my
The
goodness.
thing I love about this game is you can fly and stay flying.
Yes.
I believe it
And
is.
there's no meter for it.
No,
Like
you can just fly.
yeah.
So
But it's also limited, like right here specifically. I love that it's limited, especially at first.
yeah, like this is the tutorial in a way. It is weird because you would think, oh, I can't hit him, nothing else is working, but you just have to jump just high enough to hit his head to make it past this first little part, and you can only get one. You can't die in this, I don't think.
Oh, you can't.
Yeah, you don't even have any health.
Yeah, well, actually, maybe you can. 'Cause I feel like I've been reset before. Trying to figure it out. Regardless, this part is pretty funny to get through.
Oh,
okay,
yeah,
you can
you can't
definitely die. You turn into a pile of bones. This game was
Oh,
released
dying in the intro.
exclusively on the Super Nintendo. Started in Japan, October 21st, 1994. Then North America, only about a week later. And the PAL version came out March 1st, 1995. This game is technically the third in the series, if I remember
Yeah, I
correctly.
think you're right. Like
There's Gargoyles 2, which was an NES
and
game.
then there's the Gargoyles game on the Game Boy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That also
yeah.
has Firebrand as the
Yep.
the lead guy.
Yeah, so this is the third one. His name is Firebrand. You're a demon, and essentially you play
He's a
through.
nice demon.
Yeah,
Look at him.
essentially you play through a bunch of different levels, and you fight bosses that drop. You get little stones, like infinity stones, that you have to get pretty much, right?
I forget what they're called. They're stones. I think there are 6 like unique ones, and then there's a bunch of different stones for specifically his fire attack that increase in strength.
Okay.
This is his weakest form. He is like currently, I think he is like he's in a Coliseum fighting this dragon. I wish they kind of set it up more than just simply
this
this. He's
Gargoyles
essentially
2?
escaping.
Yeah, is this how Gargoyles 2?
I don't know. I've never played that one.
Yeah, I have no idea. All I know is that game is very
Hard.
very hard and expensive too.
Yeah.
Demon's Crest is a Capcom game, so anything made by Capcom is pretty much good.
Yeah.
For the Super
They
Nintendo,
had some good stuff.
they hit.
They did.
They still make pretty good games.
Yeah. They also got a lot of a big print run as well. So don't get me wrong, this game is still pretty expensive. Just the cartridge is over $100. I think to find it complete in box, it's like $400 or something like that.
Yeah.
Definitely cool, like collection piece that's like within the realm of reason.
Yeah.
If you're into game collecting, yeah, kill this boy. Get him.
I feel like this is easier than the the
Yeah.
first part of the fight.
I just really wanted to, use that animation.
Yeah.
Where his head fell off.
There you go. Steal his soul.
Any games like this is why people call it like a Metroidvania-ish style of a game,
you
because
collect,
you continue to collect items and become more powerful and increase your health, and I love games that you just slowly progress like that. And you can also, there's a lot of backtracking in these games as well as you continue to get more and more abilities.
Which I like. Games like that where I see a spot I can't get into, but the game makes it very clear that I'll get a power-up later.
Right.
Like, it always encourages me more to play a game because I know there's an end game to it.
Yeah. And I don't know if you know this, Matt, you can actually headbutt those statues, and sometimes little money comes out. This is another thing. You can also you can collect. Yeah, there's 3 little spaces on the top there. Your fire, and then there's like a thing for magic, and then another thing for bottles. So the magic you can use for attacks, and then the bottles you can use for healing or for like extra life.
It's gonna fly past them.
Yeah, perfect. Do it.
Yeah, and you won't run out of stamina. Because this is a great.
I believe there is a.
fantastic
Isn't it is timed though, right?
No, it's not.
Oh.
Not at all. Yeah.
Oh.
You can take as much time as you want. You can actually, I think you can like climb on that top, the top.
Oh, am I
guy.
supposed to go up there?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really like the
Oh,
ambiance
okay.
of this.
I was like,
I
the
know.
screen ended, so on
The music,
something.
like every boss
even-
fight has this really cool
Well, like even the level
sounding.
design.
Yeah.
I know that's the boss.
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Like that is cool.
Very clear.
And you're supposed to headbutt him because of in the intro he.
I was very confused the
Headbutts.
first time I did this. I didn't know you could headbutt.
Oh.
And so I was like, what am I supposed to do right here?
So he flies up. See like a sweeping attack. Oh, what's that?
I think this guy is called the Hippogriff.
Hippogriff. There you go.
I didn't think this is what hippogriffs looked like,
Oh.
but
I
whatever.
don't think they are.
A hippopotam griff.
Hippogriff. Apparently it is.
Yeah,
I
it does
does
kind of
not.
look like a hippogriff,
It's like
I
a
guess.
goat,
It's just-
eagle,
yeah.
horse with wings.
Okay, that makes sense then. Looks more like a...
Yeah. I don't know where his hooves are, but whoa, like that's a cool animation.
Yeah, the
Little
artwork is
streaks
great.
behind it.
The bosses are fun in this game. There's actually a ton of bosses,
Yeah,
and a lot of them are hard to find. Like there's like secret spots. Some of them.
really
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, I'm
so,
almost.
so you've beaten this game, and correct me if I'm wrong. There's a secret ending too.
Yeah. So you have to collect everything.
Okay.
In order fight every single boss and get all the abilities and all of the extra magic stuff and bottles and stuff like that. And once you go to like the final boss, there's like 3 different versions or like variations of it to the point where you get to this last fight that is very difficult and unforgiving. But if you just kind of keep at it like I did for a very, very long time, you'll get it done, but it's very difficult. And then even beyond that,
There we go.
because you don't, there's one more ability that you don't get, or one more stone that it's like the ultimate stone, and so you get it after you defeat the final boss, and so then you can kind of go through and be like the whole world again with this final ability.
That's cool.
But then there's an extra boss on top of that, and it is stupid hard. Like it's not. I have no desire to beat it because it's not fun. It's just not fun at all. And honestly,
It's one of those things where it's like, I've beaten the game except for this. That's okay.
Yeah,
like-
that's how I feel.
In God of War, where you fight the final quote unquote beat the game, you have to fight what's
Like
her
the
name?
Valkyries?
Yeah, the final
okay.
The Valkyrie Queen or whatever.
Yeah,
Valkyries are hard.
she
Yeah.
is hard.
So essentially, yeah, kind of like Valkyries, but
Oh,
Valkyries
you can't
at least
touch
you
enemies.
can kind of figure out.
Yeah.
This guy has nothing.
Or like in Elden Ring, you fight the giant dragon, but then what's the name of the is it Mulaney?
John Mulaney.
John Mulaney. You fight John Mulaney at the end of Elden Ring. He's just like, what's the deal, Tarnished? Come on over here.
Oh, go down that hill. Like, don't go all the way down because you're gonna get hurt. But to the left here, you're gonna get your first bottle. No, but you'll get hit by those things. So that if you push the start button here, Matt, you can see there's a potion there. You don't have it yet, but or you can go to a shop and pick one up. But so you just randomly find things like that through the levels.
I love inventory stuff.
I do too.
Man,
How do I get out? Oh, I
gotta
climb the wall on the
walls,
left.
yeah.
Okay.
He has a lot of abilities to start, which is nice.
Mm-hmm. What do your bumpers do anything?
I don't think so. I wish that the bumpers were changing the stones that you end up getting.
Do you think? I mean, this game did come out relatively close. I mean, they were still. I think they had just published like the last NES game.
Okay, so maybe it was meant for that. And that's why
I think it was like
controls.
like even the menu screen in general just feels like an NES game.
It feels a little more. I will say it feels a little more 2D. Maybe it's just this part because the background isn't crazy in depth.
Yeah, this one of the more weaker backgrounds in this game.
Wonder what the speedrun for this game is. 1 year ago, 36.7.
Pretty impressive, 36 minutes
then
for even the final boss.
Especially with the given movement speed.
Get this.
Yeah.
The any percent run, so that was the 100% run, so that was everything. The any percent speed run is 10 minutes, 15 seconds.
Wow. So there's got to be
held by the same guy, so there's got to be some crazy
some good tech, yeah.
This is armor here, and he is the... I don't actually... maybe I shouldn't even talk about him. I don't really understand exactly what he is, but he's the continual boss and throughout this game.
He's your rival.
He's your rival. Is he your warden?
The first two levels here are
I don't like
the
that
worst
there's no
when it comes
ducking.
to the art, in my opinion.
I feel like I should be able to duck.
I know. I wish that you could.
Yeah.
You can't. It's really frustrating.
Not gonna lie, you feel really slow in this game.
Yeah.
Like walking, that's pretty slow.
Yeah, it's interesting that they decided to not have any sort of like meter of their health.
I like that in games, but sometimes I don't. And this is an instance where I don't because in the first one he got red.
Well, he did. He actually did get red.
Yes, he does.
And they do. Every single boss gets red, but it's like, man, I wish I could just
You
see.
do seem to put.
Wow.
Right, totally wasn't gonna read that.
Here's your first stone.
Fall out of him when he flies away.
So why is he giving us the crests?
I think
we're not killing him, so he's purposely.
Maybe he just was simply like, you deserve this. So essentially, if you stop moving, Matt, and push the select button or start button, one of them, you can kind of see the different levels that they're. So number 2 is to your left here.
Okay. That's cool.
It is a nice thing to know.
So it guides you.
So you don't just have to fly around everywhere. Okay, so at what point can you like change your
Right now, you can actually push the start button, go right down to the crest power.
And can you change this at any point in the level?
Yeah. Okay. At any point. I think you can even like be in the air and change it, which is
nice.
Fun.
What the heck?
So is this the second level then?
This is the second level.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know this level existed because I just thought this was just like a little town space, and I went to the next place. The fact that you even knew to go to the right just is
it did look
impressive.
like, I thought you had to go up.
I just kept walking.
Yeah, you just came upon it.
Yep.
I feel like that's what would happen to a lot of people, but I did not like it at first because I was like, I do not know how to progress.
Those are boos.
Yeah.
Can't hurt them.
So there's a whole nother level there that you can show or you can reveal.
Ew.
Yeah, it's pretty gross. I would change to the other dude because he has an attack that can actually hit the ground.
Oh.
Nice.
This guy is a little difficult here.
Should I be me or should I be?
Honestly, I don't remember the best way to do it.
That's cool. So you can just straight up retry. Are there continues? How does that system work? Do you know?
It actually just restarts
back at the beginning.
Right back to the beginning of the level.
Nice.
And it just kind of brings you right back to right before the boss, which is really nice. I appreciate that.
So since you beat the game, would you say it's overall easy, hard, or kind of an intermediate game?
I would say that it's probably generally hard, but it's once you kind of get it down, it's a lot easier. Like flying was the hardest thing for me to figure out because there's a few bosses that kind of require you to be good at flying, especially the end boss.
Then what do you think about this? Next Generation magazine in 1995 gave it a 3 out of 5 stars, saying it's way too short and you don't need most of the stuff to beat it.
So
it's true. They must have went through that because you can beat the game pretty much right away as after you beat all the first levels, and you don't have to like look for anything else. And you can actually, I beat the game with normal Firebrand, and it like it's just the first phase of the bad guy is super hard with just Firebrand. Much easier when you have the other abilities.
Yeah, and then GamePro magazine gave it a 4.5 on graphics.
Wow.
Which, I mean, this looks pretty darn good.
It's pretty
the only thing I don't love is the background, and they definitely like
they make this guy stand out by giving him blue bands.
So funny. I'm used to having so much more health and so much more defense. Like I got hit 2 times and I died.
So you basically just need to fly and get over his head.
Dash again. What the?
Dang it!
How can you tell when he's gonna do that versus the other one?
I have no idea.
Ooh,
darn it!
Goes.
Man.
That's a hard.
Even after beating this game, it's still hard. Like it's
gargoyles after unlocking ultimate gargoyle. Wait, go down. Is there legendary?
So I think you are the ultimate gargoyle right now, and so I think you need to become the. Actually, no. I think as the ultimate gargoyle.
There we go.
Oh, because you push the.
Yeah. Oh. It looks sweet.
Wow.
So go through all of them because they're actually pretty cool. So you get
so you get the dash ability of the stone.
You get
okay,
everything.
let's look at everything.
As the ultimate guy, you get everything.
There's the OG.
They all have different fires. So fire with these guys is the only thing that's different. So you got that one.
It's like electric.
That one like changes so you can like break
cool.
rocks. I think you can stand on those, but you're not in this small space.
Claw.
I forget this one. Oh yeah, this one I think. Oh yeah, that one is a pretty like you start to see the quicker.
Okay.
The quicker fires.
Whoa.
Okay.
That's cool. Seems just like a
then these just.
I never found myself using that first one that last one because of the other ones were just so much better.
Oh,
this one flies. It's
guy.
super fun to fly. Like you can go if you push A, you can go up higher and just continue to go up higher and higher. Like so that opens up the world so much, and then you can go in the depths with the water guy.
Okay.
That's cool.
There's some fun bosses for both those.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this is the one you beat. Arma, he gives you this ability, which this gives you more defense.
Okay.
And so this is the ability that you would probably beat the.
Okay, so defense is pretty much just a hidden stat in this.
Yeah, so you can see the green instead of red. It's like it's like every move hits you like a fourth of what it did before.
Okay, I see.
Like so now you get everything. So now you can fly, you can go underwater,
you
can charge. It's super cool. But now you can do your the charge ability. Head bashing stuff. This is the last
the final boss.
Final boss.
So like the difficult one.
The super difficult one. So I was wrong. You don't have to beat all the other guys.
Okay.
So you're gonna want to fly a lot in this.
Yeah. So it looks
okay.
The only way you can hit him is by getting it on his head, hitting his head in this.
Which one?
The top head. And then he turns into this guy, and this is insanely hard.
Oh, because you have to dodge all those.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Is there a way to like heal?
I mean, if we had potions, which we do not right now, you can equip
Talisman.
the armor one. Yeah. So that's things also a bunch of things that you can find that give you special abilities, like getting you more. There are a bunch of different, but a bunch of different attack moves, or like you can get like a imp to come and fight with you. So you can get more, or have like the enemies drop more money or health. You can have more armor. You can have more damage. Yep, and that's another thing. The entire thing becomes impossible to stand on.
So you're incentivized to beat him quick too.
And you can't, because it's impossible to hit his head.
Dang. That's cool. He stays in place, which is nice. Okay.
Is that nice, Sky Guy?
Is
that nice?
Well,
I will say that we did not see the best visuals. Like, there are some places that are...
there's a really cool, like, fiery forest.
Yeah, like, look at this fire, you know? Like, that's what it... You know, it's very, very cool, but like, I would say most of it probably deserves, like, a 3. Like, it's just not quite there.
I was thinking 3.5.
3.5 probably is fair. Because there are some spots
three
that are
would be
really
like
cool.
neutral out of 5.
Yeah.
So it's
Yep.
better than.
All the water
than neutral.
space is like very neutral and not like very exciting to be in. Same with like the first couple stages.
Okay. Controls.
I actually probably give this one lower.
The flying is very clunky
It's
too.
very clunky, very hard to get going, and it's very fun when you kind of
Yeah.
get it.
There's not too much to the controls to where if you just play through a level with one of them, you can kind of get it and work
Yeah.
through the jank.
Right.
To me, it's just kind of an even 3. Like, it's just a pure neutral.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. It could be better, but it's still fun. Like I had a great time playing
Yeah.
this game.
Level design is where I think this game shines. Because there's so much foresight put into
The fact that you can go
everything.
super high in the sky and go and find super cool items, and go down in the depths of the water and find cool little extra levels
goes
and
into the
bosses and stuff like that.
replayability.
you know.
Is there anything that's bad about the level design from what we've seen?
I don't think so. Like I like it. The platforming that's there is fun.
Uh-huh.
The only thing that's rough about it is the controls. I wish that they were just a little easier. So I think that level design for me gets like a 5.
Okay. I mean, yeah, I was going to say 4.5. I don't know.
I
what
was gonna say 4.5.
what's missing.
Yeah.
definitely
It
feel
doesn't
like it-
feel perfect though.
4.5 sounds good to me.
Cool. It gives us a total score of 11 out of 15. I still really, really like everything here. The
Yeah.
score makes it feel like we need to give it a B tier, but
If I compare this to like a Metroid, like Super Metroid, it would be B. If Super Metroid is the ultimate, because it is. It's so amazing.
So let's not like lock ourselves to these tiers. So these
Right.
are the first games of the
Of many.
list of many.
Right.
Yeah.
So maybe
I'll give it
these
A
will
though.
shift,
Yeah,
but
that makes sense.
I think this is definitely an A, and as we discover whatever an S might be and whatever a stinky might be,
Yeah.
we can change it up.
Yes.
But let's go into our next game. Our next game, Earthbound. So you might notice we have a couple of saves here. We're gonna play through the beginning, but
Yes.
a game like this required a lot of time because we quickly found, we can't do this one justice. Like most
We
games,
can't do
we're
a
not gonna
lot of
complete-
RPGs.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
the
Yeah.
nature of them.
easily, yeah.
It's gonna take a while, so we're gonna play
And this
through the
game
beginning.
starts off pretty slow.
Yes.
very
Sets
slow.
it
So
all
we're
up.
gonna get through the beginning as quickly as possible, and then we'll.
Hop over to the other save.
Yes.
And after we've leveled up some time,
Yes.
boy, this game is a grind, but we'll get to there. I like the
What
peanut flavor.
The peanut.
Oh, I like
Okay.
banana.
You like banana?
Oh my gosh, they're all
Too
awful.
yellow. All right.
Please name him. Again, don't
Push
care.
okay.
Okay.
There we go. Ness.
There
It
we
has
go.
to be Ness. If you name anything else, you're ridiculous.
Name her too. Don't care.
But
It's gotta be Paula.
here's the best part.
Gotta be Jeff.
Don't care.
Yep. But no, here's the best
I
part.
forget this guy's name. Ooh, yes. Ooh.
There's so much poop humor in this.
Alright. So
Dang.
this game is very silly, very goofy.
Favorite
and
homemade food.
it flopped. This was like the first big flop. I think in our original save that Matt and I did off to the side, our favorite food
Was
pasta. And then the coolest thing
Was
was
also
also
pasta. So like doing the psi powers, there's no difference
Yes.
in
so,
what they're called.
we'll get there. The year is 1990 X
Very
because they
confusing.
didn't know when and where they were going to release this game. Because this came out in Japan August 27th, 1994, and came out almost a year after in North America. The Japanese release was it Mother 2? Or what am I
For this
saying?
game?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
believe
This
so.
was
Yeah,
yes,
Mother
this was
2.
Mother 2.
Yep.
Um,
Very confusing.
yeah, and then this is just straight up called.
It did well in
Earthbound.
Japan.
Yeah, so
And this has to be like the first cult following game.
Yeah.
It may probably not. Like that's probably a very silly thing to say, but like the amount of fandom that is behind this game is insane.
So I'll say
What's-
this to you. We discovered, like, if you're on YouTube a lot, there's music that you'll hear in the background of people's videos, like mainly gamers, and you'll hear like certain music, and then you'll play Earthbound and be like,
That's the
"That's
first
the
from.
soundtrack."
Well, no,
music-
there's big like TikTok, YouTube Shorts trends.
Yeah.
That have like big trends
that
where
have-
music
the
comes
music in
from
this game is probably one of the best
Yeah,
in games. Like I'm
Yeah.
like it's incredible. I don't know who the composer is, but they're good.
yeah, and like music is one of those things that's so subjective. That's why it's not on our subgrade list, it definitely could be.
Which is also really funny here because there's not any music to start. It's like completely
crickets,
like,
right?
which honestly like creates just this like eerie feel in this
Yeah.
this first part of this game.
I didn't get the bat this time from Paula.
Oh yeah, you didn't.
Or not Paula.
And
my
you're really
sister.
gonna struggle then.
No, I'm just going for it.
Okay.
We're just gonna full send. So essentially, something crashes, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Meteor crashes, alien comes out of it.
Get the present. Get the present.
I feel like the
No, I'm
best
just
part of
going
this game
for
is
it.
what we're also missing, and it's the dialogue. Like,
Yes.
talk to a
let's talk through
policeman.
some of the dialogue.
Talk to the
I
policeman
do think
here.
we need to do that to capture. Shh.
Oh, that's right.
Clear out. Get out of my way. Clear out. Get out of my way. Clear out. Get out. Whoops, my mistake. I mean, get out of my way. Hey, that's still
Rubbernecking.
rubbernecking. You're getting in the cops' officer's way. You could go home now. Tomorrow, I, Pokey, will tell you more about the strange meteorite. I'm fine here, but you're bugging the officers. Shut up.
While we're on the note of this being
Driving
a
nuts. Will you do something about Pokey
Yes.
driving me nuts? Are you two friends?
No.
No. You're not friends, but aren't you neighbors? Come on, help me out here.
so on the note of this having like cult following, I think Smash Bros probably had
Okay.
a lot to do with that.
To be honest,
because there's
it-
more Smash Bros like
Yeah.
content of Earthbound than there is
Earthbound.
of Earthbound.
It's so weird because I think Smash Bros just made Earthbound just
especially
bigger.
Brawl.
You know, like you see on it in Smash Bros.
Yep.
You see the other crazy other levels that they
like
they
everything up until I started playing this like a month ago. Like I knew nothing of it
Yeah.
except from
Smash.
Smash Bros.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that also created a lot of people to be like, who is SNES?
Yeah,
and,
who's
and where
SNES?
and what game does it come from? And then I think that's where people start
Whoa,
playing these
is
games,
this
be like,
the-
this is actually really
this the
good.
original NES?
Oh yes, this is my house.
Yeah, is that your mom?
Yes.
Okay, it's not necessary to
Scoot
talk
off
about.
to bed now.
Oh, Ness, you don't understand the importance of a good night's sleep. You said yes. Not necessary to talk about it tonight. Oh, wow.
Oh, I think I hit B.
Okay.
It's also very confusing where to go in this game.
It doesn't
especially
really
to
There was
start.
so much that we could have just explored.
And which is also kind of fun too.
Yeah.
Like it just leaves you to your own devices here.
Which I like RPGs that do that.
Yeah. So essentially, I don't know if you know this, Brother Dave. So this first town is called Onett. Onett.
Yes.
Do you know what the next town is called?
I forgot.
It's called like Tucson or something like
It's
that.
Tucson, I think.
Tucson. So
Oh, okay,
essentially,
yeah.
each place, Tucson, and then the next place is called Threed, and then
I guess I never
after
even
that,
realized that.
Forsyth.
No way.
Yeah, so it's like
It's the
On
level.
it. I get it. I never even put that
yeah, so it's
together.
like 1, 2, 3,
Wow.
4. It's pretty funny that they
That's
do
so
that, each
cool.
of the cities.
I wish I could meet the people that made the localization of this game, because it
Yeah,
Yeah,
like
they designed the dialogue and stuff.
Right,
Which is really
'cause-
cool.
it is very funny.
Yeah.
I wonder if it's funny because like some stuff was lost in translation.
I
or
don't know
like,
if the
it was
Japanese
just-
version is funny too. I don't know.
Like, because this had one of the goofiest marketing schemes.
Yeah,
of
the
all
marketing was like probably one of the worst marketing.
What?
I think it would
What
work
was
today.
it?
Yes, it would work today.
So it was like the first game that was like essentially along the lines of don't buy this. This game is gross. Your parents will hate it. Like this
Yeah.
game's obnoxious. Like
And
that
everyone was
kind of-
like, okay.
that kind of theme, and then it worked.
Yeah.
Nobody bought it.
Nobody bought it.
So that is
Wow.
why this game now, just the cartridge is around $400, and the finding it complete because it also had a bigger box because it doesn't have a manual like that's typical. It has a
It's got a strat
it has a
guide.
big strategy guide with it,
And scratch stickers.
yeah, it has scratch and sniff like
Cards, not
Yeah,
Yeah, not
stickers.
you're right. Not
Cards.
stickers.
and one of
cards.
them is just straight up fart. Like it's just fart,
Which-
and like that
come
was
on, that's where the localization can't have been the reason this game was
Yeah.
funny. It had to have been the original.
that's what we
story
used. Why
makers.
is he in our house? Kick him out.
He wants me to help get his brother.
Yeah, he joined
into
our
his-
crew. It's actually really funny when he fights.
Yeah, is it Pokey and Picky?
I don't remember,
The phone's ringing.
but I'm pretty sure
My
Pokey.
father.
Pokey is actually an enemy in the Super Smash Bros. Brawl Subspace Emissary. I don't know
Yes.
if Mother 3 has Pokey more in it, but
Okay.
or even this game. I haven't.
I
beat
feel like it probably does.
it probably does.
Real quick, do you know what he said? He goes, "My dad gets bent if I don't pick up the phone or something." What?
Like, if you go talk to his parents, they do not like him.
Yeah, Dad's pretty much just like.
For Ness or for Pokey?
No, Pokey's dad
oh, yeah,
does
yeah.
not like him.
Can't you talk to the dog and have him come with you too? I think
Can
maybe
he?
it's later on. He ends up fighting with you.
Yeah. So, anyways, back to
This is the part of the,
I turned my back.
turn your
and
back
that-
around, they get the first strike.
So if you hit them in the back, you get like a little green swirl.
Which it's very hard to hit them in the back.
Okay, I will say this. I know a lot of people love this type of thing. Like, it's an old feel. Like, I don't even know. They even do it in a newer game. What is that newer game that's kind of like, or
Undertale?
Earthbound, Undertale?
Undertale's
Like,
very inspired
I
by
do
this.
not like the green. What is that? Like the little
the
thing that
backgrounds?
the backgrounds just kind of weird me out. The fact that you can't see like your party is
character.
just
It
feels
is
like it takes you out of it a little
Truly
bit.
like old school RPG.
It's old school RPG,
I
which
like
some
the
people like.
side-
I never
the
got into
side
it.
to side RPG a little bit more. Not
Yeah.
that this is bad. Like Undertale, great game.
Yeah.
Earthbound, obviously very good game with a big cult following. This,
You're staring at that guy.
yeah, wow, what a stare
So
down.
I like the like top overview.
Yes.
I don't love the combat because
Yeah.
it's not very.
Let me tell you,
It's not very artistic.
There are worse combats in RPG, especially in this time. So like, if you play those, like, I can't even think of any RPGs, but I don't think this is that abnormal for
No,
the time.
I think after playing this game for a bit, and you guys will see as well, it gets very repetitive.
Yeah.
You bash, blah blah blah.
Like,
you might use
you-
a psi attack.
Yeah,
or
you're like
something attack.
forced to level up to be able to get things done easy, or it's just left up to RNG. Like,
so, for
that-
instance, a game like Pokemon, you go through and you level up just as you play, and it's pretty much enough to where you can play through the game without having to spend intentional time
Yeah,
leveling up
like-
for the most part.
except for
this-
like the beginning, where this is like
This, you have to spend time
each
in each area.
boss. Yeah.
Like, you have to kind of grind to
Yeah.
be able to fight
Unless
them.
we're missing something, but everything online was like,
No, that's the
No,
same
I,
way.
I think that's just how it is, because a lot of like guides will say things along the lines of, you should try and get to level 12 to fight this
Yep.
guy and things like that.
Yeah, you're almost dead.
And then
Yep.
real quick to wrap up my thought on
There I go.
on the box being obnoxious. This is like 4 times the size of a normal Super Nintendo box, so I wonder if people were just like, that's obnoxious and weird, I don't want it.
yeah.
But now that makes it highly desirable and collectible. So, complete in box, if you can find it like that, can be $1,500 to $3,000 apparently.
The
And then the
madness is-
speed runs of this game, if this tells you like how long, so I would say the sweet spot for a speed run is like 30 minutes to me. I appreciate like some good 1 hour speed runs, 'cause it's like, oh wow, a reset late game would stink.
Yeah.
This, any percent glitchless, is 3 hours and 37 minutes long. And that was just done 1 month ago.
What about with glitches?
That's crazy.
So the any percent, still 44
44
minutes.
minutes. That's
Just
insane.
Crazy.
And the spread from first place to 10th place is almost a full 10
I
minutes.
can't imagine playing this
That
game
is
more than once.
Nuts.
This is kind of painful.
Yeah.
Watching right now. but
We've primarily done
let's-
the intro. Let's
let's
Yeah.
get to a better part in the game here.
Yeah, okay. We're going to load our level 17 character now.
Yep.
So essentially, all we've done is go to the very first town and grind a bunch more to beat a gang member.
and well, no, we've also beaten the second boss. This is on the third,
Oh, okay. So we.
or
Oh, yeah, because we went through a cave system.
this isn't quite on the third level, but
Mhm.
this is in a weird town where there's like a cult.
Okay.
This is one of my favorite parts of this game.
Okay. And
It's
then you were
so
going to say
funny.
something. about-
Everybody in this town is very happy.
Yeah, I'm very happy. So yeah, I was surprised to hear you guys like didn't love the first part of that game, or first part of the game, and even to this point, because like I don't really like RPGs as much. I know you guys are really big into Pokemon and stuff like that, and I'm not as much. But surprisingly, like the dialogue mixed with just the ambiance of everything that's going on, and just like you really have no idea where to go, and just the exploration that that encourages. Like I fell in love with this game
So
from the very
I-
beginning.
I
Like did
will
not
say-
feel like it was a slog. But go ahead.
There's I think what's more of a slog for me is it's so unguided, maybe? Because I love the dialogue. I love the open world aspect. I love I want to go visit all the outer reaches of everything.
Right.
But getting to those points with the enemies in between, having to go through all of this, not being able to run away for a good chunk of the entire beginning part.
I just feel like
of the
that's.
game.
I feel like that's just RPGs
Yeah.
though. Like I'm like, are you guys not
Maybe-
into RPGs as much as
No.
I thought?
I don't know. I just remember when I got the SNES Classic, I was so excited to play this game.
Yeah.
And I was so let down. I played
Yeah.
for probably three or 4 hours.
So like you said, maybe you were thinking like it was
And-
going to be this, like, because people talk about it like it's such an insanely good game. So
Yeah.
does that maybe part
Yeah,
of it?
I
maybe.
thought it was going to be different.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I love this game. I think I definitely want to beat it. I think I like it more than Skylar does.
Mhm.
I love the dialogue. I'm focusing more on the negatives than the positive, which is something that I've like compared to the other games.
Sure.
But it's a lot easier to pick at the minor things on such a long game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that.
Because like this
Because
is,
it's
I think
those-
this playthrough is like around 6 hours.
Yeah.
in.
Is it really?
Yes.
So
which is a lot.
thing I love about this game, and that probably, from what I understand, was a little ahead of the times. Once you get to a like pretty powerful state, essentially it just like cuts the animation super quick,
Yeah.
and you actually don't have to fight those enemies. Which
Yeah.
I was like, man, this is actually
because
really
it-
great
because
because then you
it
can continue to increase your XP, but not have to
It like auto kills them and
auto
all that.
automatic
which
kills
I
them.
like. I think for me maybe it's like the highs are high and the lows are low for me.
Yeah.
Because if there's a bad element to an RPG, you'll just keep running into it.
Yeah.
Because RPGs in nature are pretty repetitive.
Right.
So maybe that's where what I don't
Yeah.
like about it, the repetitive nature of it.
Yeah.
Because as far as enemies go, there's a decent variance, but at the same like that.
Yeah.
So like you instant kill
Yeah.
it. That made me so happy.
A bunch of cold people.
I because when I stopped playing, I was right before this.
This
Goodness.
in my mind,
Yes.
this is where the game really starts picking up. When you start to get more people in your party, like Jeff and Paula.
It's a little on the nose, don't you think?
Yeah, it's a little rough. Like I'm
they're-
surprised.
They're very much a cult. I can.
Yeah. The thing I will say I really like about this, I like the stat system. I love the item system.
I like that when you take damage, if you act quick enough to get your health up, because it scrolls down, you can actually save yourself, which is a really interesting thing that you just kind of gotta pick up.
Yeah, I wonder if that's just a glitch or if it's like an intentional mechanic.
Yeah, I don't know, but
And then Nintendo Power in issue 73 gave 10 pages just to Earthbound. They were trying to advertise for the game,
yeah.
but I think this is what also led to its demise. They gave tips, information, and a portion dedicated to the strategy guide, including talking about the scratch and sniff cards. Yeah,
They really went in with the like, this stinks.
Yeah,
and-
here is the quote. This the section dedicated to the strategy guide, it actually insults the game by saying, not only does the game of Earthbound reek like some foul creature of the sewers, but Nintendo has made the product even more repulsive with the player's guide that comes packaged with the game. Inside the book, you'll find a page of scratch and sniff cards bursting with odors from the game. The concept of smell marketing reaches a new low with this campaign. Your nose will be offended. Your friends will keep you out of their homes, and your dog will probably eat the book. Ask yourself, is it really worth it?
I'm just really curious. Like if this would have came out today and they tried this marketing, like
It would work.
it probably? I wonder if it would.
I think a remake of this game would do fantastic.
I think it would too.
All right, so I want you guys to predict how many copies of this game sold in the United States.
I used to know the number.
I'm gonna say 50,000.
50,000. That's not a lot.
Yeah,
Like the minimum-
I honestly have no
I
idea.
think
The
it-
minimum print run for a
I
game is normally 50,000.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
I feel like it probably sold more than the Virtual Boy.
So how about this? Worldwide, it sold 658,000.
Very often.
That
So no, that's worldwide. What?
Oh,
That's
Does that
terrible.
affect your U.S. numbers?
Maybe it probably is.
I was thinking 100,000.
It's probably like it could be 200 at that point then.
All right. 140,000 units apparently sold in the United States.
Wow.
Though Nintendo spent about $2 million on marketing. You can see why
we all
this game
have
takes a while.
yeah,
But we've all played it enough on our own, I think.
where we
to
can rate it.
Yeah.
Yes.
First, let's give it a rank on visuals.
Okay, just because of this screen alone, I'd give it.
Get out of the screen.
Get out. Outside of the screen, I mean, maybe. I mean, you can't not have the screen.
I tried to get away,
I would
but
say 2. I'd say 2 for visuals in this game. This is so much of the game.
It is. It is. I would say I do like the art of it though.
I do too.
Yes.
I think the art. I would go neutral on it. I'd go 3.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
I would go 3 on it.
It's nothing special.
It's nothing special. What it definitely lacks, it makes up for in like the goofiness. Come on, these are cool crows.
Yeah.
They are cool crows.
The enemies are.
All right, I'll give it a 3. We'll give it a 3.
Yeah.
I'll give it a 3.
The controls.
I don't think that the controls are that bad, especially for an RPG.
No.
There's not really anything you can do in an RPG.
It would be nice if it was like Super Mario or Paper Mario, where you can like attack.
Another 3.
Yeah.
Yeah, I give it 3.
And then for level design, I really do like the big world. I love being able to talk to everybody.
And the fact that, like, in a part of the exploration, you could just usually go up to a random person and then they just pull out something that
totally
just makes you
pressed
laugh.
the
I feel
wrong
like just
option.
adds the ambiance of the level design, because that really is a part of it. It's the characters in it, and there's tons of characters.
Yep.
And once you get a bike, you can start moving faster.
Which I do have a bike,
You do have a bike.
but I don't have it in my inventory because there was
Because of the
other
roller
stuff to
Delivery
have.
charges.
I didn't want to deliver.
Oh, you pressed
I want
I would actually say, like,
pick up.
probably more like a 4 for me. And it's not a 5 because the level design isn't very clear. Like, I wish it was it gave you more subtle hints of like where you should be going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
I think that's the only reason that keeps it from like a 4.5 or 5 for me
Yeah.
as well. And that gives us a score of 10 out of 15.
all right.
Which
So,
I think it deserves a 10.
yeah, I mean, with that in mind,
I would give it a B. I wanted to give it an A at first, but after the grinding,
After what we just experienced.
no, after the long grinding in this playthrough, where it was like you have to level up and you have to just keep attacking enemies, it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah. B tier, and I feel like
Because B still means it's a good game.
yeah.
It still means it's a good game. I just wouldn't recommend this to everybody. Like an
Oh.
S tier, A
if you're an
tier.
RPG fan
I
and
would
you
be-
love
I would-
grinding and stuff like that, this is the perfect game for you.
If you just like really goofy playthroughs as
Yeah.
well. So in the comments, let us know what you guys think, what your scores for all of these games would be, what you liked about it, what you didn't like about it. We appreciate you for watching this far, and until next time,
See ya.
bye. 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 That's it. Go home.